Prodigal Steve returns with more Afterbirth Plus. How's it going, everybody? We are going to do an Eden run today, and you will note that we have a 0 streak now, and we're also down an Eden token. That's because I just did an Eden run that started me with a rate of fire at 18 or 19, and 2.99 damage, and negative luck, and no items to speak of. We had the Eden's Blessing payout from the previous run, which was the 8-ball, Magic 8-ball, and then homing bombs. And from that point on, all we got were utility items. Please, Curse of the Maze, I'm begging you. So we ended up with an inability to kill enemies quickly, or really at all. And I ended up getting worn down on the caves by those flying things that spawn yellow flies, and just went ahead and scrapped the video because I got mad tilted. So we're gonna do substantially better on this run, and this run I have zero right to complain with. I'm not going to apologize for starting with Brimstone on an Eden run. I earned this through my suffering on that last run that you'll never see. I would love a single bomb here, because that gives us 5 cents and 2 bombs, which would then give us access to the secret room. We're not completely out of the woods yet, though. Since I am still, like, mildly tilted, it's very possible with a single remaining red heart that, I let overconfidence ruin this run. Alright, so we'll take a range up, which is irrelevant, and our lucky penny. What was our item in here? This is actually good. This is actually really good. I almost screwed up. Okay, this is fine. We're gonna come in here, wherever this room is, that Curse of the Maze is shuffled away from us. Our Eden looks very sad. Alright, so that gives us 5 cents. We are already able to spawn an arcade on the next floor, but more importantly, we can theoretically get into our secret room at this point, assuming Curse of the Maze ever lets us get near it. And that gives us 1 additional bomb. We don't want to blow up the greed statues because we already have a decent amount of money. Please. What was in our shop? Do we have a spirit heart in our shop? We do not. Okay, well, I think we take our judgment card and we move along then. And just try and play exceptionally well on this floor so that we can earn that deal with the devil. Although, if we miss a deal with the devil on this floor, it's probably not the end of the world, since we already have one of the best deal with the devil items in Brimstone. But there's our spirit heart, which should be more than enough to sort this floor out at least. Probably going to need a little bit more HP than that long term, but through Cellar 2, we should be okay. We'll absolutely take this half red heart. Why did I stick with the Judgment as opposed to the Ace of Diamonds? Because I think the Ace of Diamonds is largely useless. Let's go to the shop just in case there's a key in here. There is not a key in here, but there are 2 lucky pennies. And a sack. Alright, so we're going to have to hope for a key drop on this floor, but with almost 5 luck, I would imagine that we can make that happen. But no, the Ace of Diamonds, and all the Ace cards really, are not that good. I actually think they're not, if not actively bad, like passively bad, if that makes sense. In that they dilute the pool of good cards. It's like, if you see a playing card in the shop, it's now substantially less likely to be a Joker or something else that's good, and more likely to be one of the ace cards that doesn't really do much for you. Okay, so we do have keys. We also have this arcade, which we should check out. So we have 2 blood banks on this floor, and it would appear to be only a single red heart in here, and a half spirit heart. How did I miss that? And a tinted rock. All sorts of good stuff in this room that I very nearly spurned. Alright, well then this has got to be our regular secret room. It is indeed. Since our regular secret room couldn't possibly border our second secret room, or more accurately, our second secret room couldn't possibly border our secret room. What do we have in here? Potato peeler and placebo. I actually really, really like potato peeler. And I think we could get up to some weird shenaniganry on this floor with the converter and the potato peeler, but I don't think that that's the smart play necessarily. I think that might be the cute play, as opposed to the functional play. Like, we could get probably a 4th level cube of meat if we get another spirit heart somewhere. But I would rather use these red hearts for deal with the devil fuel. Yeah, Contract from Below is real good. Alright, I'm gonna go to the second secret room and play this blood bank once. And we'll get a penny out of it, and then we'll play this judgment. And I want to keep the other judgment in the event that we get a demon judgment from it. So I want to be in a little bit better position HP-wise in the event that that comes to pass. Alright, I think we've gained as much as we can gain from that floor in a reasonable timeline. We're at almost 7 minutes here, going down to Flooded Caves 1. Very tempted to open that golden chest, but I will wait and visit our shop first and foremost. Although I expect that we'll have plenty of consumables here in the near future, since we do have Contract from Below now. Be advised that that is not a stony, so I will take damage if I walk into it. I am going to take this pill, and I don't necessarily regret it. Like, it wasn't, it didn't turn out to be a bad pill. Like, explosive diarrhea is, perfectly acceptable, and we didn't take damage from it, so, at the very worst, that specific situation can only be considered positive, because we didn't take damage, and we now have information about our pill rotation, so we've only gained things from that interaction. Alright, I'm taking some needless damage here. Apparently I'm under the impression that I'm actually doing more damage with our brimstone laser than I am. Like, we do in fact have brimstone, but our damage is still only 3.16, so while it is still very, very efficient at killing things, it's not going to one-shot every enemy in every room for the rest of the game, so be cognizant of that. I would love to find our shop and perhaps purchase some HP, since I've squandered most of ours. Just don't charge me, Gurgling. I believe I heard that Gurgling perish. Excellent. What do we have? Just HP would be great. Yeah. Beautiful. Less than 3? Absolutely, I will take that. Why is this room a thing? Like, this room 100% would have killed that last run immediately upon entering. Alright, so we got a trinket that I'm not interested in from Little Chest. We also got a spirit heart from our shop, and I am going to buy Mom's coin purse just to get it out of the boss rotation. Tears Up is good. Infested is fine. Luck Up is great. Relax is irrelevant. Okay, well, we got a ton of information there. I was playing a little fast and loose with our HP on that one, but feel largely okay with how that turned out. Alright, I expect that our secret room is probably here. It is indeed. There's no reason not to open this now with our surplus of keys. Speaking of, I mean, I don't actually have a surplus, key beggar. Sorry, you seem to have misheard me. When I said surplus of keys, I meant our very minimal number of keys, all of which are very, very required for plans that I can't possibly include you on because I signed an NDA with a corporation such that I would utilize my keys in a sponsorship deal with them, and now I can't actually give them to you, Key Beggar. I apologize. Alright, well, we killed Polycephalus. Unsurprisingly. We got a Tears Up. I want to go to the curse room, like, real bad. But I don't want to sacrifice our Holy Spirit Heart for it. So I'm going to go down to the next floor. And I'm actually going to pause and show the seed, which I forgot to do. YJMA X4Z0. Beautiful. We have like a closet and a hallway off of this first room. Oh, and I have a sneeze coming. Hang on. There we go. I'm actually a little pleased at myself for being able to differentiate between a closet and a hallway on the map, like on the mini-map there. The hallway is actually ever so slightly wider than the closet is. Alright, be extremely careful here. I'll take Walnut for now, although it doesn't, like, actually do anything for us, I don't think. Come in here. I was really hoping that it would give us Spirit Hearts, but fair enough, I suppose. Now I would just like, you know, Pentagram or something. Does this actually work with... It does. Alright, well. It's been fun, Walnut. But I'm going to take Vibrant Bulb, whatever this trinket is called, so that I can get an all stats up for however long I carry this spacebar item. I don't know what Bloody Crown does, actually. With 9 bombs, I am going to go over there and get that Tinted Rock, and you can't stop me from doing it. I think this is absolutely worth 3 bombs. Yeah, even just 1 Spirit Heart was worth it. Beautiful. I definitely don't want the tick. Basically ever, but especially not at present. The tick is less bad when you have Polydactyly or Mom's Purse, something that lets you hold 2 trinkets, but we do not possess such an item. And so I am wholly disinterested in that trinket. Curse of the Maze, please. I'm begging you. I just want to make progress on this run. Mishandled that room pretty severely, but it's alright. We're still on pace for our deal with the devil here. It's a little risky. Did manage to make this room work, though. I would appreciate it if Little Chest would not pay out with live bombs. 5 cents for a nickel is literally market value, so good enough. Lost Fly does largely nothing for us, but, you know, it's a value addition to the run. Joke's on you, Curse of the Maze. I was going this way anyway. Alright. And as I'm speeding up here, I'm substantially less interested in hunting for secret rooms. Especially on a floor with Curse of the Maze. Like, I'll look for this... I'll go back for the secret room on Basement 1 with Curse of the Maze, because it's, you know, a lot easier to work our way back and forth on a smaller floor, but, you know, Caves 2 is substantially larger than Basement 1. And therefore is much more annoying to navigate with Curse of the Maze. So I'm actually just going to skip those 2 rooms and deal with Mega Fatty here. Okay, I played my judgment when I meant to use a bomb. And as much as I was rude to Lost Fly earlier, it actually did great work there against Mega Fatty. You jump over here against this wall. I dare you. Are you actually just stuck on that wall? You are not. Fair enough. Either way, you are very deceased now. And we have a Krampus fight. Which is fine, as long as we get Lump of Coal. I don't really want Head of Krampus, since we already have Vibrant Bulb and a spacebar item that is giving us a bonus for possessing that spacebar item. Or for having Vibrant Bulb, rather. We have synergy right now, and I'm interested in maintaining it. Would have appreciated if he would have paid out. I am willing to backtrack now in the name of HP. Greed Fight is irrelevant. Can we just get money equals power in our next item room? Because that would be fantastic. Ooh, a red heart. Thank you. We have almost 8 luck, so I should be shooting all these poops, because there's, you know, a decent chance that we get something out of them, and a half red heart is, you know, literally something. Although we do have plenty of red hearts laying around on the ground back here. We'll come back for that. And I'm going to min-max this a little bit, mostly because I'm not overly interested in boss rush, but also because I feel cheated for misclicking that button, and I desperately want this payout on this Demon Judgment. I mean, I'm going to pick up Plan C, and then I'm immediately going to leave. Like, I'm not even going to go back for the HP. That's just a slap in the face, Demon Judgment. And also completely unnecessary. Curse of the Blind is not necessarily what I'm looking for. If only we could fly and then subsequently get to those chests, I would be very interested in opening that red chest. I mean, to be fair though, I'm very interested in opening all red chests because the potential for guppy items is just too tantalizing for me to resist. Okay, well, Spirit Hearts, the Fool, Puberty, so we're a third of the way to the adult transformation, which is an HP up, so not insignificant. Take our nickel and our 2 keys, and shoot those skulls for no discernible reason, since they can't actually take damage to the best of my knowledge. Okay. Lost Protector got up to some wonky business there, but it's alright. Ah, there you are. We also have friends coming from the other side of the room. You have friends spawning spiders in the other side of the room, which is unacceptable. This is a spider-free zone, sir. Did you not see the sign on your way in? Very clearly written. Large, bold typeface. No spiders. Doesn't matter, though. Because you and your insolent spiders have been banished. another stars card. You know what? I'll just use one of the stars cards, and we'll take soy milk. I figured if I said it, it wouldn't actually happen, so... I'll gladly take a devil card from deck of cards, and then move along here. And we're gonna be going pretty quickly here from this point on. Not in an effort to make boss rush, because I'm still not necessarily invested in that idea, but just rather because we're doing a ludicrous amount of damage now. And therefore, we don't have to take 10 years on each room. So there's no point in doing that. Let's move along. And if Curse of the Maze is going to let us skip some stuff, or rather, in this case, a stars card is going to let us skip some stuff, so be it. Curved Horn, though. $4.09 or I think we want Vibrant Bulb, although it is technically less damage. It is an all stats up, which is probably better. Quarter. I don't know that that's strictly necessary since we have 99 cents. So I don't know why I'm actually still picking up money. Wait, was that a black heart in the previous room? It was a black heart. At least we had to go back this way anyway. Why would I try and dodge like that? Alright, Necropolis 1, and it's a brownie fight. I hate how fast he spawns minions. Alright, Mom's Heals is irrelevant since we have the Brimstone. No, we have Brimstone, so our range is functionally infinite. Although I guess with enough range pills and placebo, we could, you know, or with a range pill, placebo, and enough batteries, we could, excuse me? We could probably get our range to a point where Brimstone range is no longer infinite, but I don't know if that's actually possible or if that's just speculation on my part. Either way. I was really hoping I could just step forward away from you and then you wouldn't shoot at me, but then you did, and then I had nowhere to go because I was pressed against an obstacle. So maybe not my smartest moment, but you know, good on you, Boney, for sorting me out. If you think I'm not gonna bomb this skull to get a third puberty pill to get the adult transformation, I just don't even know what you're thinking. There's no reason not to bomb this for this. I'm getting a lot of payouts from chests, despite the fact that we don't have Mom's key. Okay, what do we have in here? A library. I mean, I don't want any of these books, but I do want Bookworm. And I'm going to keep the Converter, not because I think it's going to be useful for us, but rather because it is going to give us an all-stats upgrade for as long as we hold it. I was very, very confused about why we hadn't encountered enemies after opening that chest, and then I realized it was a second secret room and not a mob or boss trap room. Alright, so we'll take all of these things. Locust of Conquest, huh? Not all that interested in one of the locusts over our present setup. Spider Bite is fine. I would prefer Mom's Contact, but take what we can get on this one. You know, it's a little rich for me to be asking for anything on this run, since we did start with Brimstone. We have the Devil. Unlikely to use the Devil, so we'll take the World for use perhaps on the Cathedral. Any later floor, essentially. likely the cathedral, since we don't want to do the cathedral if we can help it. Careful. I want to take needless damage in this fight. There we go. All right. We did, of course, miss boss rush, which is not the end of the world. We're 100% going to take Eye of Belial. I really, really like that item. Although I don't know if it works with Brimstone. Never mind, we're going to take the Joker. As good as the world card is, it doesn't hold a candle to the Joker, which allows us to get a deal with the devil on the cathedral as opposed to just see the map on the cathedral, which we could certainly do in other ways. Whereas there aren't too many other ways to get a deal with the devil past Womb 2. Alright, snag this stuff. Actually being able to kill those Lapras enemies before they get up to their shenanigans is the best thing in the world. Thank you to our 8.91 luck stat for spawning chests every single room. It's actually slowing the run down slightly, just by virtue of having to open those chests. But again, that's a little bit of a rich complaint, considering how well this run is going. There's a tinted rock over there, but yeah, that's my bad. Got a little greedy on that one. Nothing we can do about that tinted rock, unfortunately. Now, since we've already fought Krampus, we should just go to... We should use the Joker on the first deal, the first floor that we don't get a deal with the devil, I think, as opposed to holding it and waiting. But I am going to explore this floor in the event that we can locate a curse room or some sort of red chest deal with the devil teleportation. Especially because we are getting paid out with a ton of chests thanks to... Please, just let me take Tammy's head. Obviously, we have to go with Brimstone Tammy's head. It does give us a minor stats down after using it, but we get it back immediately. Like, immediately upon clearing the room. Let's not be, you know, too quick on the draw there. Beautiful. Alright, this run is actually completely off the wall now. Sure. 2 half red hearts. Fair enough. Alright, taking a lot of damage that we don't need to be taking here. Yeah. We didn't want to fight Fistula, so he's the obvious target there for the Tammy's Head play, even though he was the first wave, and therefore we had to fight the preceding, or the following 2 waves without the Vibrant Bulb bonus. Still alright. Please. Give me... Actually, I don't even want Shoop da Whoop, because we got Tammy's Head. We don't need your stinking Shoop da Whoop, Envy. I have no idea where our secret room could possibly be. So, can I just go and murder Conquest and pick this up? And we don't want it, so we'll use our Joker card. And it gives us Mom's Knife and... We'll take Rotten Baby, but I don't want Mom's Knife. I don't remember if it still gives us our Brimstone Laser if we had Brimstone first, or if it just switches immediately to only having the knife and then spitting the wave of knives after that. But I would rather have Brimstone, Tammy's Head, than Mom's Knife, nothing. Also, Curse of the Unknown scares me to no end. I mean, as long as I play smart here, we'll be fine, but that's not always necessarily my strongest suit, so... being able to clear those portals out immediately on that room makes it so much more manageable. We have tons of bombs, so there's no reason not to open that stone chest. That is not necessary. Okay, that was maybe not the wisest decision, since it could have been very, very easy to take damage from one of those things exploding. It's alright. Made it through it. None the worse for wear. Loki does not demand a Tammy's head play. Fistula does, of course. And then Chubb also does not. Beautiful. Easy enough. We have a Temperance card, which we could use on the chest for an item if we can't find anything better between now and then, so I guess there's no reason not to hold it at present. Okay. Sorted those dingles out in short order. Alright, where would the... be like here? That is not our secret room, huh? Okay, well, unfortunately we will not be gaining access to that curse room on this floor unless we get a huge windfall of HP in the immediate future. Those champions still, like, scare me to no end, since I always think it's, for whatever reason, when I kill them and their Necronomicon effect goes off, I think that I've taken damage. I'm like, oh, well, I just lost this run. Even though we have more than 1 HP, I still had that visceral reaction where I'm like, oh, well, I just died. Alright, so this is the mom? Yeah, this is It Lives, alright. I'm not gonna go fight Hush. That will absolutely kill us. Degaz. No reason to not use it on this floor. I do want to try and get into that curse room. So I'm going to... No, we don't want... Wait, hang on. Do we want Super Ball? No. We want Vibra Bulb. Alright, so let's go try and find some HP and or a red chest to teleport us to the deal with the devil. I swear I just saw a Tinted Rock, but I don't think that's actually true. I was to say, was I sure that that wasn't the secret room? Did I maybe just misplace the bomb? But no, it literally cannot be the secret room. So, just carry on here, shall we? This is such a good run. I showed the seed, right? YJ, yes, okay. I even wrote it down. Donation, you know what? Yes. You earned this donation machine. I've been unkind to you somewhat recently. And therefore, I will pay it back. Actually get well over 700 cents here if it accepts all of our money. Should be nice. Hey, we got another luck up. So we're at 9.91 luck now, which is a little ridiculous, if I do say so myself. 10.91 luck. This run is completely ludicrous, and I love it. Imagine all of the chests that drops that we're going to get on the chest, and each one of them is going to be doubled thanks to Contract from Below. This is actually just a wise play for the future on this run, donating all this money. It's also a wise play for our future runs, but, you know, that's less relevant, at least right now. So we're at almost 13 luck now. I do still want to go to the curse room, but I think that would be foolish. I don't think I could be trusted not to take any more damage ever on the rest of this run. I mean, it's probably pretty likely that we won't, since we have the Brimstone Tammy's Head combo, but, you know, I could still be, I'm still known to make mistakes on occasion. Yeah, especially since we will still have to kill these stupid ghost enemies, since they have, like, 1 frame of vulnerability to 800 frames of invincibility. Get out of here, Pestilence. The double Spirit Heart play on the chest is huge. Ow, that was a... It was a mimic. I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, easy come, easy go. Stupid spiders. I hate it. I'm gonna blow these fires up partially to find spirit hearts, but also partially for trapping me in that spider prison. Alright. We certainly don't need to pick up all these consumables, so we're not going to. Rather, we're just going to make as much progress as possible after these enemies lose their iframes. Larry Jr. basically, I don't know. There's no reason to single out Larry Jr. on that one. He didn't deserve that. Very glad that we found Spirit Hearts, because I'm taking far more dumb damage than I would like to. Are you a wizard? I am not. Perks is good to know. It's good information to have, anyway. Please, just give me the boss fight. I don't have the patience to try and sort that room out. We should pick up keys, though, now that I'm thinking about it, since we're gonna get, you know, a handful of chest drops, presumably, on the chest, and we would like to be able to open all of them, if possible. Can we get into this secret room? Or into this curse room? No. Okay. Fair enough. Move along. I'm amazed that an actual fistula piece managed to make it out of that alive. We talked about that clutch slow on that bomb fly. That actually just saved us some damage, for which I'm very grateful. Open this. Are You a Wizard is irrelevant for us, but I still, I don't want it. We want Temperance because it's going to give us an item on the next floor. So we'll sort Isaac out, and then... No, I'm not going to do the Void. Even with this run, I'm still not willing to fight Delirium because it is a bad tire fire of a boss. And I'm not going to give it the satisfaction of ever being seen again. Does lead pencil work with Brimstone? I really like it if it does, but I suspect that it probably does not. Wait, Temperance doesn't give you items? Is it only the other two slot machines? Virus and Sinus Infection, which is fantastic. It's actually one of my favorite items from AB+. How to jump. We do not want. Purity we will take, especially because it gave us a damage bonus, at least until we get hit again. Infestation 2, Monster Manuel. Alright. Well, this run is very thoroughly won at this point. Blank card. Peeper. We don't want blank card, although it is hilarious and awesome, unless they still haven't fixed the bug where it just instant breakfasts on the chest, but who knows. Either way, Tammy's Head is substantially more fun, because Tammy's Head Brimstone happens a lot less frequently than Blank Cardiera, so might as well just getting on with this combo. I'm actually very surprised that that is the correct direction. Would not have expected it. I don't want lard. Like, we don't need an empty HP container. And I don't want the speed down. Please. With your death animations, though. That's too many monstros in this room. They should not be able to spawn the double champion monstro in this room, because that gives 8 monstros in this tiny hallway. Alright, well, that has been a fun one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. As always, feedback is welcome in the comments below, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time.